Okay, midnight has come, and I would say good evening, bonsoir, goedenavond, guten Abend, and yo estate on my channel. Welcome to the TechneMoira channel. Tonight we are going to talk and work on a couple of, let's say, defunct lab equipments that I have lying around and that I think might be useful to resurrect. And I'm saying resurrect because they are dead. I know for certain that there are two of them. I know for certain that one is broken and the other is more than likely broken. The seller said that the thing that doesn't work. In essence, that was his assessment of the equipment. So just by saying, it doesn't work, and it misses a few things, and it has a little bit of visual damage. So yeah, I know for certain that it probably won't work. Alright, so I'm going to give it a few more minutes because I don't see anybody chatting, but I'm going to put on the slab the first object that I want to resurrect, if possible, which is actually one of mine. I mean, something that that I personally bought a while ago, and that's this soldering iron here. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, apologies for the slightly chaotic state here, but I'm working in a very small space, and I'm basically running a TV studio in a very small space. Yeah, I would say a meter and a half on a meter and a half. Yeah, or a yard and a half and a yard on a yard and a half. But yes, that's basically the space on which I'm running my operation, if that's the way to call it. So I think some of you may notice that I have now two viewpoints. I have the camera in front of me, through which I'm talking to you, and I have another camera to the side which is picking up my work area right here, okay? And that camera is actually my Sony Handycam that I bought I would say a couple of months ago, and recently I acquired a little device which allows me to tap off the HDMI signal of my camera and put it into my console, you might say, yeah, and mix it in with the visuals you get from my console camera, right? I'm told it's a little device often used by gamers, so I don't think I'm saying anything new or out of the ordinary here. I'm certain quite a few gamers on YouTube are very familiar with that sort of little tool. to me it's quite new, but it's interesting. So okay, I think, I can't wait any longer for people to show up on my channel. So whomever is going to watch will have to catch up while looking, and listening to what I'm saying. So the first tool that I want to, let's say, resurrect is this soldering iron right here. Okay, so I'm sure, wait, hang on, I'm going to hide this for the moment. So I'm sure some of you might know this type of soldering iron. I'm rather pleased with it. I mean, it's compact. It solders quite well when it works, at least, and it's not expensive. Okay, some of you might scoff at this and say, "Oh, why don't you buy a more professional soldering iron?" And I would say yes, of course, sure. I would if I had more space in my already very small lab, right? My lab for the moment is tiny, really tiny. So every inch of space counts. This at least has temperature control and is compact enough to be used in such a small space as I'm working in. Now, a few days ago, it just stopped heating. Okay, and I suspect it's the heating resistor inside the shaft of the soldering iron, which has just given up, burned up, and actually I bought a replacement. Let's see, I bought some replacement resistors, so to speak, heating resistors, exactly for this kind of soldering iron. Okay, and it's this right here in this little bag here. Okay, to be more precise, it is a 220 volts rated, 50 hertz, 60 watt heating resistor, and the type number is is 907H. All right. So what I'm going to do is open up the soldering iron live and see if I can make it work, by just replacing the resistor. So the way to do this is by unscrewing first the tip of the, there you go, of the soldering iron, and then removing this little cap here from the tip of the soldering iron. Okay, so that's two parts, and then if I remember correctly, yes, there are 4 screws to release, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, if I manage to find the right tool. Okay. I need a small container to hold the parts. Alright. Let's see now. No, this is not good. This is better. So now I'm going to unscrew. You probably don't see it. So I'm going to unscrew the top 3 screws off of the tip of the soldering iron. It's very solidly attached, I must say. Okay, I don't know if you could see this, but let's zoom in. Alright, you see this? So those screws need to be released on top. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. Oh, I zoomed out too far. Let's see. Okay. So, I know some of you will say, what sort of screwdriver is he using? You know, there's the saying, the right tool for the right job. But sometimes I confess I'm a little lazy. And I use the tools that I've got handy. Alright. Come on. Okay, one more. Let's see if I can unscrew it with my electric screwdriver. Oh yeah. Way easier. Okay, so there's one thing to remember. There's one thing to remember. I need a smaller screw apparently at this spot. So you remember there was a screw on the side right here. Okay. Let me show you a close-up. Alright, so there was a screw here. So the screw that goes on top here, yeah, is shorter than the other two. Right on over this little screw here. Alright, so that's something we need to remember. Okay, back, zoom out. Come on, zoom out. There you go. Okay, so now we've got that unscrewed. I am not sure what next step to take. Let me think. Is there another screw somewhere. No. Ah, okay, wait. I think I know what I need to do. We need to remove the little button. Alright. So now, technically, I should be able to slide it all out. There you go. Okay. So this is what we have here. The resistor. So let's take the replacement one. Come on. God, I hate these Ziploc bags. They're so unhandy. Yeah. There you go. Okay, come on. Yes. Alright, so here you go. You know, the strange thing is, it looks a little bit burnt. Hang on, let me see, I have another one. Let's see if that is... Ah! Okay, it's possible that this is a broken one. Okay, so there you go. This is a new one. Yeah, a 907H. Okay, so it's important to replace the broken one by a new one, obviously. Come on. There you go. Alright. So there you go. And fortuitously, I don't know if you can see this, but the wires are color coded. Oh. Okay. There. So let me give you a little more light. Alright. So you can tell that there's a blue wire, a red wire, and two colorless ones. And I suspect the two colorless ones are the resistor, the heater resistor connections, let's say, and then the blue and the red one are the sensor, the heat sensor, which is fused inside the tube with the heater. Okay, so the two colorless ones are unimportant in which direction you connect them, but the blue and the red one are important, okay, because it's essentially a kind of a, you could say, a diode which senses the temperature. Okay, so that's really an important detail. Alright, so let's see. Aha. Okay. Okay. I need to reconnect my desoldering gun. Where are you? So, while the desoldering gun is running or heating up, let's see if we have visitors. Aha! Hello, everybody. Pleased to meet you all. Where are you all hailing from? Just curious. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the desoldering gun is still heating up. So hello Chesapeake and hello Song. Well. So I do have visitors after all. That's a pleasure. Okay, you're hailing from Maryland. And Song, where are you hailing from? Well, that is if you want to tell us. You don't need to tell us if you don't want to. So... Oh, okay. You're also from Maryland. Nice. Okay. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I was just curious, you know. We might be joined by a few more people, who knows. But in any case, you're all welcome. So... Okay, so for anybody who is... I know who you are, Song. But, you know, I thought it would be nice to introduce all of you to everybody else who might be listening or watching. Okay, so I'm going to take away the chat window for a moment. Here we go. So, for anybody who's, let's say, not used to using a desoldering gun, what I do when I heat the gun up and it's at maximum temperature, which it is right now, in fact, is to take the little poker you get with your desoldering gun and then put it into the nozzle and then run the desoldering gun and run the poker back and forth a few times. And the reason why is that this little poker helps you clear up the inside of the nozzle of the desoldering gun. Okay, so it removes debris inside the desoldering gun. Don't put your poker. Don't grab it by the metal end or whatever. It would be very, very hot. Okay, so I'm going to desolder the resistor. So the blue wire is on the left, the red wire is on the right. So blue, red, and then the two transparent ones. Okay. So first the blue one. I hope the sound is okay. I hope you can hear the sound. Okay. There is an annoying little detail here. The aha, okay. Alright. So as you can tell, there is a grounding wire here, which I also need to remove, or well, detach, let's say. Is it soldered or what? We'll see in a moment. So, what did I say? Blue, red, and then the two transparent ones. Okay, blue, red, and two transparent ones. Alright. Let's see if that detached to the wires. No, it hasn't. Not completely. Okay, the red one is loose. The blue one isn't. Where are you? Okay. There you go. The blue and the red is loose. Now the two transparent one. Ah, there you go. Okay. So yeah, and as you can tell on the strip, I don't know if you can see this, but let's give you a close-up. Come on. There. On the end of the strip, you see two symbols. Alright, so you see a symbol for the sensor on the left, and you see a symbol for the heater resistor on the right. Okay, so they are giving you a hint of sorts where you need to connect. Also, below it, the other hint is that the cathode is on the left and the anode is on the right. Okay, you see this little diode-like symbol right here. Okay, although I kind of think that this is more indicative for this part here, which is more than likely a thyristor or yeah, I forgot the name of the other one. I'll remember in a moment. But yeah, so this gives you, let's say, a small hint where the components, the new components, should be attached to. So, what are we here? Okay, so this is the old one. Okay. Now, let me zoom out again. Come on, zoom out, I say. Out. Come on. Yes. More. Yeah, there you go. So this is the old resistor. Okay. And we'll put it together with the other one. There you go. So now, okay, so I don't need to detach the grounding wire after all. So now what I need to do is to reattach the soldering iron resistor and sensor. Like this. Alright. So what did I say? Oh yeah, blue, red, blue, and red. Blue and red. And then the two heater or resistor contacts like this. Okay. I'm using this magnifying glass because, well, you know, for tiny little details like this, my eyes aren't exactly what they used to be when I was 20. But there you go. They do nicely, thank you very much, with a little help. So now I'm going to use my third hand, which is this little contraption here, which is a very useful contraption to have. In fact, this one, this little helper hand, I've had since I was a young kid. So you might say it's historical remnant of my past. So there we go. So we're going to solder the whole damn thing. I'm going to use my third hand to help me keep it in place. Alright? So there you go. Let's check if my other soldering iron still works and is hot enough. Okay, let's see. Let's check here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm going to give you a close-up of what I'm soldering. Here. There. No other direction. Yeah. Would be nice if I had a cameraman, but I do not. There you go. Here we go. Sometimes you need to clean the tip a little. Oh, I moved the whole thing. All right. There you go. Operation is finished. So that's how quick we do this. Don't know if you guys can see this. So there is the finished product. All right. There. Right. Okay, so okay, song needed to leave us, but that's okay. So if you have questions or anything like that, go ahead. Ask away. I will answer to the best of my abilities. Okay. So the replacement resistor has been soldered. Let me check the solder point. Okay, I need to correct one solder point. Yeah. Okay. Alright. In fact, I need to correct two solder points. Alright. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So there you go. I soldered all the contacts of the replacement resistor, and now I need to cut off the excess leads. Like this. Voila. There you go. Okay, so now I need to reintroduce this into the tube like this. Alright. Oh, let me zap away the chat screen. There you go. So I reintroduced the heater element into the base of it, of the soldering iron. Okay. So now what I need to do is slide it all back inside the way it was and mount it back the right way up. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, like this. Oh. There's a rail inside the holder. Hang on, no. It's this way, perhaps. Oh yeah. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. Okay. Alright, so I'm sliding it all back inside the tube, but there's a small detail that I need to take care of, which is to place this. Okay, like, hang on, like this. Voila, like that. We pull it back in. Thusly, yeah, it's a tight space in there. So, I need to make sure that that it all fits correctly. And I see there's a problem with the black wire. I thought that would be the case. Okay, hang on. Wait. Maybe this. Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay. No. Not like that. Yeah, the black wire is giving me a little bit of trouble here. So, okay, this needs to be like this. Okay. Yeah, if you don't take care of it, you risk having trouble reassembling it later on. Okay, there you go. I think this is okay. And now we slide it in like this. Okay. Alright. Yes. Okay, so now we screw it all back together. Last out, first in. Okay, so the short screw we attach here. Come on. Yeah, if you're ham-fisted, this is not the easiest thing to do, but you, with the necessary patience, you can manage. Okay. Alright, so there we go. I'm not tightening the screws just yet because I want to make sure that it all works. Yeah, before I tighten it all up definitively. Okay, here you go. I'll tighten it up with the electronic screwdriver in a moment. I'm just starting it up like this. Let me see. Yep. So now let's see if the button can still be introduced into it. That's coolest temperature. So coolest temperature is here. This. Okay. There you go. So now, yeah, that should work. I think that should work. Okay, so now let's tighten the screws. Let's see if we're still having people here. I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, just give me a little signal. Why don't you? Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're almost done. We are almost done. No, not doing this one, this one. Okay. Well, there you go. It's oh. Where are you? Let me minimize the screen. Okay, so there you are. We're almost done. The resistor is mounted. I tightened the screws, not too hard, just snugly, and yeah, if I visually check everything, I mean, it all looks okay. So next and final step is, let's see, where is the little cap here? Where is the damn little cap? Uh-oh. Maybe I dropped it. Let's see. Ah, yes, I dropped it. There you go. All right. So. Now we place the cap on top. Yeah, like this. The strange thing is, though, this resistor is sticking out so far. Yeah, okay. There you go. Okay. Now, what we do is we place the tip over it like this. We tighten it and we give it a try. Hopefully I repaired it, but like they say, the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, right? So let's see. So the small LED right above my thumb should light up. Okay, and of course the heating element should heat up. Okay, there we go. Alright, going to set it to the temperature I usually set it at, around 350 degrees. Yeah, around about there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yes, it's incredibly hot. Okay, so yeah, job done. It's repaired, I think. The LED should switch off, I hope. If it doesn't, then there might be yet another problem. But let's give it a minute or so. Oh yeah, there it goes. The LED went off. So I would say job done. The next live cast will be in November, and if I had a calendar somewhere handy, let's see. Do I have a calendar here? Let me check when that would be. Oh, but maybe I can see it here. So that would be okay. So the next live cast will be November the 17th. Okay, so that's when I'll do the next live cast. I'm sad to say though that if I don't get more viewers by then for my live cast, then maybe I should put the live casts on a back burner until I get, let's say, more response, because setting up a live cast is a lot of work, at least to me it is, and I think maybe it's if it's not productive, let's say, for my channel, the live cast, then I'd rather spend the little energy I have on something which is much more productive, namely making videos of restorations, right? So I'm willing to give it one more try, November the 17th, 2023, and depending on, let's say, the popularity of my live cast, I might go on with it, or I might put it on a back burner, and then maybe pick it up again, who knows, maybe in 2024. But yes, I mean, there's no sense to do a live cast if it doesn't interest anybody, or at least not a lot of people. Okay, so there you go. So we repaired one of my defunct soldering irons. It's cool now. So now what I propose to do is to show you the pièce de résistance that I want to investigate together with you, which I recently bought cheaply from the internet, which is this. Okay. Oops. There you go. So this is a WaveTech model 187. Okay, and as you can tell, it has had a pretty rough life. I mean, the case is broken down here. up here. There's some weird stuff up here. I don't know what this is. Like it feels like glue. So, and it might be glue. I don't know. But yeah, and also, you know, I'm missing a button here. Oh yeah, and this BNC connector is damaged. Let me show you the damage close up. Okay. Oops. There you go. Okay. So you can see a whole piece of the case is gone, and the BNC connector is broken. Well, bent. Yeah. So my idea is, or my intimation is that somebody must have dropped the wave tack on this corner here, and it got damaged when it dropped on the ground. So yeah, the poor thing has had a very rough life. It's quite dirty as well. Let me show you from all sides, you know. So let me zoom out. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so yeah, the poor thing has had a very rough life. You see here, the case is broken. It's dirty. It's sticky. There's a lot of dust on it. So yeah, scratches everywhere. So yeah, it's a poor thing. Now normally, from what I know, is that WaveTech function generators, which this is, yeah, are a rather prized type of lab equipment. Okay, they are rather accurate, and in general sense, they are reliable instruments by all means to use in a lab, and I believe everybody should have one of these in his lab or her lab to test out equipment. Okay, I bought it for two reasons mainly. Because it made a very interesting thing to investigate together with you, obviously, and also because I like to have a backup of a piece of equipment handy, just in case. So I have a function generator, the one in the background down there, the field tech. You see it there. I'm pointing at it. Okay. So that one over there is what I usually use. Yeah, it's the field tech FY 3200S. Sorry. So that's the one I usually use. But I thought, well, you know, it wouldn't hurt to have another function generator, although a bit of an old school one. So I thought, let's buy this one and let's try to make it functional again. Like I said, you can tell it has had a very, very rough life. Now, it's not my intention to restore it completely now, but what I do intend to do is to take it out of the case and to have a look at its internals to see what sort of damage there might be inside, right? So let's see. I think I think I can get it out of the case by releasing 4 screws. So let's do that. Oh wow, really long screws. Okay. Really long screws. Well, okay. By the way, the complete restoration video of the WaveTech I'll put online, of course, once I've restored it, obviously, but it might not be the next one. It will depend on what sort of stuff I have to do, right? But one of the next restoration videos will be a video on restoring the WaveTech, right? Okay, so I took out 4 screws. Ah, okay. Here we go. The case is moving a little bit, but okay. All right, there you go. Okay, well now, what do we see in here? Let's see. Okay. I don't see any obvious repairs or anything inside. I don't see anything burned or broken inside. I do see a few yeah, I do see a few electrolytics that probably that I should probably replace. That's not good. Okay. Okay. There's a problem with the how should I say the tuning knob. All right. So this knob here. I can only turn it a quarter of the way, yeah, so 90 degrees, and I can't turn it all the way around. So there's obviously something wrong there. So I will need to have a look at that. Then, what else? All the push buttons they do seem to work, even including the broken one, I think. Let's see. Can I push the broken one? Oh yeah, I can. So the broken one works. Manual trigger. Okay. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so the push buttons look okay. At least the ones that I can see. There's another board below. But I don't know. Okay. Yes, there is a second board. Beneath the top board. Okay. So there is a second board right here, right below the main board, which you see here. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay. I need an Allen wrench, I think. Yeah, to release the little buttons here. Yeah, I think I need an Allen wrench to release the buttons. You might say, okay, why do you want to release the buttons? Well, because I want to take a look at the whole thing. Not only from this side, but I also want to see the other side, right? So, and that, I'm afraid, I'll only manage to do if if I undo the main board. Let's detach the main board. I think I can lift it. Yeah, I think I can lift the main board off. I think I can lift the main board off. Without detaching. Okay, hang on. Before I go on with this, let me take a little screw box. Alright. So when I work on a piece of equipment that I want to restore, I usually use a box like this, okay, with little compartments in which I keep the screws soldered, yeah, in order that I take them out of a device, and then I know when the time comes to reassemble everything, I just need to go through all the screws in the other direction. So usually I go top to bottom, left to right. So when I reassemble everything, I go right to left and bottom to top. Okay, and that way generally I know where to put the screws. Okay, so let's see. Big screws go on top, and the main board little screws go here. Alright. Okay. There you go. So I can feel a little resistance with the screws, so maybe they used a little bit of Loctite. So, okay. Oh yeah, true. Let me see. There are 2 more screws at the back here. No, that is not going to work. Okay, so those 2 screws are for the heatsink. Oh yeah, they did use Loctite on the screws. Okay, so can I now lift the whole thing out? I could, but I still need, now I see that I still need to undo the buttons. I still need to undo the buttons. So I need a tiny Allen wrench, and my problem is that I don't know where I put them, my tiny Allen wrenches. I mean, I do have them. Yes, I do have Allen wrenches, small ones, which of course is another point of contention in my lab, which is that I will need sooner or later to reorganize my lab a bit, because it's really too chaotic in here for me. I can't sometimes find the right tools right away, you know. My memory isn't what it used to be, but okay, there you go. 1. So into the box it goes. Oh. Why is this one not fitting? That's too thick. Let's see. This one is too thin. Oh dear. So okay, that the Allen wrench doesn't fit in this one, I'm afraid. No. Okay, so this one maybe? Neither. Okay, and then this one. No. Maybe this one. No. It's too large. Maybe this one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so there we go. And mounted this one. Oh dear, doesn't fit inside my box. Okay. Okay, so we need to find another way than my Allen wrenches to unblock. So my tiny Allen wrenches don't fit. Let's see. Maybe this will? I don't know. Let's see. No, too large. Okay. Alright, well, you know, I think for now, let's see, have we visitors? No visitors? Okay, no visitors. So, what I propose to do now is to, I'll try to undo the buttons for now, and I'll give a follow-up of the restoration of the WaveTech at a later date. I don't think it's useful for me right now to go on. I mean, I've been working almost an hour and a half now, and I don't think anybody else is going to show up for tonight. My mistake, like I said, I probably should have posted a message that I would do a live cast today a bit earlier. I didn't. My mistake. But no love lost in that sense. We can fix that. So, like I said, in November, and what did I say? November the 17th. Let me check yet again. So the next live cast will be November Friday the 17th. Okay, at 1 a.m. Okay, so my time, 1 a.m. my time, which would mean, let's see, 7 p.m. East Coast and 10 p.m. West Coast, I think, for the Americas, right? I'm sorry, guys, if or girls, anyone who's in another continent or another country, please do the time conversion for your own country. I can't possibly enumerate them all, but yeah. So there you go. No. I think the only reason why I succeeded using the Allen wrench for that one little knob was because it's no use. I'm going to destroy the buttons if I try with this trick. So I might have to order a little Allen wrench to do the other wait, let me hide the chat window. So yeah, it's no use. The buttons, the Allen screws in the buttons are worn out. I don't know why, but apparently somebody has been screwing and unscrewing them rather unscrupulously and damaging them. So I'm sorry, but I mean, this is how far I got with this, but it's a visual inspection at least of the WaveTech, and it's a nice instrument, and I'm sure I can bring it back to life. Actually, I'm certain I can. It'll take a little while before we get there, right? So anyway, yeah, this is where I will end the live cast for tonight. I thank everybody for who was here, and even those who weren't. I thank you all for supporting my channel and being there, to watch my videos and the work I put into restorations. I don't do sponsoring and stuff like that. Okay, so I would only do sponsoring of material that I use myself, first of all, and second of all, it just doesn't sit well with me to get paid to endorse somebody's product, without having used it at least for a long while. Okay, so I would be grateful if you did subscribe to my channel and not only view my videos, but at least subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That way I would at least earn a little satisfaction of what I do here. It's not my intention to become a super rich YouTuber with millions of subscribers. I mean, I wouldn't be angry if I did, but I don't think I ever will. And that's not important. The important thing is that I enjoy restoring stuff, and I enjoy sharing it with you all. Okay, And if I can share a little bit of knowledge and practical knowledge with all of you along the way, so much the better. Okay? So, let's say this is it for tonight. Thanks again for being here, for watching my videos and all that. And, we'll see each other again for another live cast, and maybe at least temporarily the last one live cast, November the 17th at 1 p.m. GMT +2, so that's my time zone, which is 7 p.m. East Coast, US and Canada, and if I'm not mistaken, that is 4 p.m. West Coast. Yes, that's it. I think I said 10 p.m. West Coast. No, it's 4 p.m. West Coast. Okay? So, November the 17th, 1 p.m. my time, GMT +2, 7 p.m. East Coast, US and Canada, and 4 p.m. West Coast of US and Canada. Okay? And all of you out there, if you happen to be in an even different time zone, please do calculate what time that would mean for all of you. But either way, I will gladly see you back on my channel, and thank you for watching. So until then, goodbye.